Today we will be seeing about constructors and then static initialization block. Okay. What is the constructor and then what is the static initialization block means? Okay, it's simple. So for example, I have a class. How a constructor will be written, how a non-static and then static initialization block will be written. That's what we're going to see. Class. Uh, if you feel that the font size is very small, please let me know. I'll increase the font size. Always a class will have a main function. Okay, a method will be written as like actually what static method means a keyword static will come. Non-static method means static method keyword will not come. Void method one. Okay, like this. So the static, if we have, I can represent the class with the help of the class name abc dot method one. The same thing if I'm not having the static keyword, I need to create an object and then I need to call this method over there. Okay, the void is a return type. If I have void, I don't want to mandatorily give the return statement. It's not compulsory, but I cannot return any value. The same thing if I have integer or double or something, I need to compulsorily return the value over there. How to call the method? For example, from the main function, I need to give it as abc dot method one. I need to call like this. What will happen now? It will go inside. Okay, it will go inside. I'll make this default integer method. Okay, default integer method one. Okay, the same thing. How it will call? It will call based on the method one. It will call this information. So now after executing this one, it will return 10 to the place wherever it is called. Okay, if I use system.println abc.method one, 10 will be printed. If I want to capture it in a variable integer a equal to, if I give what will happen, that will be stored. The 10 will be stored under the a variable. This concept is actually what return type. Okay, the another one is actually what if I have static. For example, I'll have like this. Okay, double method one integer a. Okay, so this one what will happen right now for me? It needs to return 20.50 because it's a return type is double over here. Okay, so how I need to call this method? For example, this one I'll just print as double method one. Okay, with integer argument. I'm just giving simply. Okay, so how I need to call this method means I need to give it as abc dot method one integer a. That means what? I need to pass an integer value. So instead of passing 10, I can also pass as a because that a is holding an integer value. Okay, so what will happen? This a will hold 10. That 10 will be stored under this variable. So now what will happen? If I want to print that one, so of a, if I give what will happen? That will be printing 10 here also. Then default double integer returns 20.50. If I want to capture it under a variable double b equal to abc dot method one, like that we'll be printing over there. Okay, so this is for methods. However, the same thing I can use for constructors, and then what is static initialization block and non-static initialization block. Okay, so we'll see that one. Constructors. So constructors, you see, class ABC, public static void with string arguments. Okay, so then now how a constructor will be written? Okay, the constructor name will be always the class name. Okay, there is no return type like those things at all. Okay, so how a constructor will be written? It will be written like this: ABC. That's it. Okay, this is how a constructor block will be written. Okay, so constructor does not have a return type, but constructor have overloading concept as like method as. Okay, so what is the overloading is? For example, ABC integer A, ABC integer A comma double B. Okay, so this concept is what? Method overloading. This is possible. How to call the constructor means, okay, there is no separate way like as you're calling the method names or something. Nah? Like that, there is no way. If we create an object, automatically the methods will be constructors will be called. Okay, yes, second. Please just a second, I'm coming. Just 2 minutes, I'm coming. So how a constructor will be written, for example, it will have the same class name over there. Okay, so same as like method overloading, we have constructor overloading also. So how a constructor overloading will be written over there, I told. So same as like method overloading. Okay, here the constructor's name will be the class name. Na? There I'll be passing the what's it? The arguments which I need to have it over there. How a constructor will be called, that is what we are going to see right now. So a constructor will be called whenever I create an object. Okay, whenever I create an object, that time only the constructor will be called. How an object will be created? The class name. Okay, ABC obj1 equal to new ABC. This is okay. This is how a constructor will be called over there. Okay, ABC obj1 equal to new ABC. So what will happen right now? This default constructor will be executed. So my execution zone main method, then next ABC. So default constructor, same thing here. So integer argument constructor, integer and double argument constructor. Okay, this is yeah. So if you want to call this constructor, what I need to do? I need to ABC obj2 equal to new ABC. Then I need to pass the integer argument. So 10. Same thing. If you want to call another constructor, ABC obj3 equal to new ABC. Here integer and double na, so 10 comma 20.20. Like this I need to call. That's it. So this will call me the integer and double argument constructor over there. Okay, so here there is no return type on top. So what will happen? This is how it will be called. Clear? Anyone has any doubts on how to write a constructor and then how a constructor will be called? Anyone has any doubts? Is clear for everyone?
Murli?
Yeah.
When basically till now what we've learned is for creating an object. I mean, when object is basically created to access the non-static variables, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So for that purpose, whenever we are creating an object, it is this constructor that we are creating. I mean, we are calling. So whenever we are creating an object for accessing the non-static variables, it is basically these constructors that we are calling, is it? Or how?
That's all. Whenever I create an object, by default, constructors are being called. Okay, so what are the things actually? What is the usage of this constructor and all those things? For example, there are some set of statements you have to execute each and every time, and whenever you want to create an object, you don't need to forget that is actually what writing a method over there to call all those things. So that time, what I will do means you will have those steps over there in the constructor written. What will happen whenever you create an object, those steps will be called and then will be utilized. So in our Selenium level, how we are using means when we come to our automation level, that is creation of our locating all our files location. For example, data sheet where it is present, properties file where it is present. Like that, all these informations are needed whenever we are creating an object. So those informations are created under the constructor. Okay, so like those things we will be keeping it under the constructor. Same thing in the developers world, they will have some set of constructors. If they have it over in their set, they will have those information under the constructors. Okay. So any doubts, Divya? Or I'll explain anyway one more time. Any other doubts is there?
No.
Okay. So constructors is what means whenever you create an object, okay, the statements which are there inside the constructor will be executed. So what are the things that you need to execute before creating an object? Whenever you create an object, those set of statements you will have it under the constructor. So that will be called, because you don't need to forget by writing it in the method and then you need to call it each and every time after creating an object. Okay, that is difficult. Instead of that one, you have it in the constructor, automatically those things will be called over there. That's what we will be doing it over here. Okay, so constructors, it's of we don't have any return types as like we have in the method, so it will have overloading concept alone. So that means whenever I'm creating an object, if I pass some arguments over there, based on that, that constructors will be called for me here. Okay, so when I give ABC obj1 equal to new ABC, the default constructor this ABC will be called. Whenever I'm passing an argument called 10, it matches with integer argument. Okay, so the thing is ABC, new ABC of 10, it matches with integer argument. So see here, it accepts integer value over here. So that will be called 10 comma 20.20, it matches with integer A and double B. So that will be called over there. Okay, same as like method level, what is the argument we are passing, based on that, that will be called for us. That's the only thing. Clear? So how the memory allocations have been happened, all those things we'll see. So here this is my memory. Okay, so the memory name will be what, as like the class name. Then always there will be a static pool will be created for me. Static pool will be created. Static pool will be created. Then next what will happen, all the static members will be loaded. Here if you see, there are no static members, only main function is what we have. Main function will be loaded. Then next what will happen, it will be creating a local memory for the main method. It creates the local memory for the main method. Local memory for main. This I will be replacing. So now first, what will happen is so main method. So this main method will be executed first. So now first the main method will be executed. Main method will be executed. Now what will happen? I'm going to create an object. New ABC obj1 equal to new ABC. So now an object will be created from here. obj1 that will be created. Now what will happen? All the non-static members, static, all the global members will be loaded right now, but we don't have any global members. But the constructor matching with this one is present. So ABC, because I'm not passing any argument, so this constructor will be matching. So this is loaded. Then it will go and start to execute this constructor and then print me default constructor. That's what it will do. Default constructor. Then next what will happen again, now I'm going to create another object over there, new ABC of 10. So again one more object will be created from the main memory. Okay, so that is obj2, obj2 over there. So this one what will happen right now, here no global member, same as like here, but this constructor matches over the ABC of int A, so that will be loaded. Integer A, that will be loaded. ABC of integer A. Now brings me integer argument method. So each and every time what will happen right now, it's going to call the constructor now. That time actually what if you see a local memory for the constructor also is being created for me. Okay, so this one creates a local memory for the constructor and then also it will be deleted over there. Local memory for ABC constructor. Integer A. Okay. So what will happen once it's been executed, as usual, the memory will be deleted by the garbage collector. Then next it's going to create another object. So bj3. Now what will happen? This will go and call me this ABC integer A constructor. ABC integer A comma double B. Okay, this constructor will be called right now. Double B will be called right now. Now what will happen? For that, a local memory will be created for me. This will be called right now. A local memory contact will be created. Integer A. Double B. That will be called. This will be called right now. Then it will be printing me integer and double argument constructor. Then next it's executed. Now what will happen right now? This memory will be deleted. Okay, this memory will be deleted. Then it comes out of the comes to the main memory. Then comes out of the main function. The local memory for the main is deleted. When that is being deleted, what will happen? All the memories that are allocated from the object, from the main memory, which are the objects are created, all those things will be deleted because all these things are being all these things are being created from there. All these things are created, main memory is created from here. Okay, that's what it will be done. Then finally comes out of the main memory, static pole will be deleted. Then your finally your static pole is deleted. Then your finally entire memory also will be deleted over there. That's what. Clear? This is how a constructor has been deleted. Okay. So next, how a static and non-static blocks will be written. This will be class ABC. For main function, public static void main string arguments. So here, how a static block and then how a non-static block will be written over there. Okay. So static blocks always will have a keyword called static. That's it. Okay. There will not be anything. Here there is no option like actually what return type or arguments like that. Okay, the static blocks will be always written like this. I can have multiple static blocks in a single program itself. Static. So how a non-static block will be written means non-static block will be written like without any keyword. Okay, so it will be written scissor SAP static insertion block 1, block 2. This will be IAP 1. Then this will be IAP 2. Okay, static blocks will have a keyword called static. Non-static blocks will not have any keyword. It will be just a normal block. You can have multiple static blocks or multiple non-static blocks. Okay, how that will be called? Then after that, I have a constructor also along with this one, ABC. So this will be scissor default constructor. Okay. So how I need to call these methods and all those things. Okay, we have one more thing. I'll have this is a default constructor. It's an integer argument constructor as well. Okay, this is how we have. So how the execution will be called over there. So for me, whenever I create an object, that time we know that actually what the constructors will be called. So how a static and non-static blocks will be called means, okay, whenever I'm going to execute my program, first my static blocks will be executed. Okay, always my static blocks will be executed at the beginning. Okay, then after that my non-static blocks will be after that my main function start to execute. Okay, always my static blocks will be executed first, then only my main function will be executed. So what will happen right now? My static blocks first it will be executed, then comes to the main function. Non-static blocks, how it is being executed means whenever I create an object, that time only it will be executed. So for example, so main method. Then now if I create an object obj1 equal to new ABC. So what will happen right now? For me, the non-static blocks will be executed and then the respective constructor. Okay, which one will execute first means always the non-static blocks only will execute first for me. Okay, then only the constructor will be executed. Highest priority will be given to the non-static block. Okay, what will happen? Sequentially, okay, you can have n number of static or non-static blocks equal. So always sequentially, the first non-static block and then the second one and then the default constructor will be executed. Now, if I'm going to pass integer of 10, now what will happen right now? So this constructor matches. Now what will happen? Again, both the non-static blocks will be executed and then the default constructor will be executed. So that means any point of time, okay, whichever arguments you're passing or not, that's not a problem. Always non-static blocks will be executed for me. Okay, based on the argument, the respective constructors alone will be executed. That means, so in respectively from your side, if you want to execute some set of statements any point of time, okay, yeah, even if there is an you're passing an argument or even if you're not passing an argument, you have some things that need to be executed means those things you have to have it under the non-static blocks over there. Static blocks, as usual, whenever you're executing my program, there are some set of statements that you are going to do it. You can have it over there under the static blocks over there. Clear? That's the main thing. This is how your execution will happen. So static blocks always before executing the program. Non-static blocks what will happen, how it will be executed means from our side, whenever creating an object, that time it will be executed. Then if you have any constructor, the matching constructor will be executed based on the passage of arguments. Clear for everyone? Okay, so now we'll draw the program and then we'll see how it has been executed. Anyone has any doubts on this one?
No more.
Yeah, okay. So now the class name will be, sorry, the memory name will be ABC. Then we have the static pool. Here the static pool. Then next, all the static members will be loaded. So what are the static members we have here? That is, we have the main function. Then after that we have two static blocks, and then after that we don't have anything. So what? SAP1, yes, SAP2. SAP1 and SAP2. Both the static blocks will be executed. Okay. Then next, what will happen? I already told before execution of the main method, static blocks will be executed for us. So what will happen? It creates a memory. Yeah, yes, Divya.
The static blocks, the name of the static blocks, how do we get that? SID1.
The thing is, it's like actually no names for it based on the sequential order. In case actually what this static block is there, after this one means this will be executed. Okay, always in the sequential order, each and every static blocks will be executed. That's what. Okay. If this static block is there before this one will be executed. Always sequential order, one by one. Now what will happen? First, this static block will start to execute for us first. So SAB1. Okay, local memory for SAB1. That has been executed. Now what will happen? So SAB1. So first SAB1 that will be executed. Then after that, next what will happen? Comes out of the memory. That time, as usual, the memory which has been allocated for that one, that will be deleted. Then next again, what will happen? Next static block executes. So a local memory for that one is been created. Memory for SAP2. Okay, that will be created. Then next prints me SAP2. Prints SAP2 over here. Then next what level comes out of the memory. So now deletes the SAP2, that memory. Then control comes to the main function. Now prints me. Okay, now what happen? Creates me a local memory for the main method. It has been created from here. Local memory for main. Now next, what will happen? Main method will be printed for me. Main method is printed. Next, I'm trying to create an object. It is obj1. So there is my own object. This obj1. obj1. So from where it is printed over there? This is obj1. Now what will happen right now? Whenever I create an object, all the non-static members will be loaded for me, I told. Okay, static and non-static global members will be loaded. So here static blocks will not be loaded, but the thing is actually all the non-static blocks will be loaded over there for me. So what are the non-static members we have here? IIB1, then IIB2. Then after that, from our side, actually I'm not passing any argument, so the default constructor also will be loaded. These three things. So, but which will be executed first? First, the non-static blocks over there that will be executed for me. Okay, so first non-static blocks. IIB1. Okay, local memory for IIB1. Local memory for IIB1 will be executed. Now what will happen? Prints me IIB1. Prints IIB1 over there. Next, what will happen? It's executed. Now deletes the memory which is allocated for that. Then next, what will happen right now? Second non-static method start to execute for me. What will happen right now? That creates me a memory. Local memory for IAB2. Local memory for IAB2. So now what will happen right now? Prints me IAB2. Prints me IAB2. Then finally next executions happen. Deletes the memory which is allocated for that. Then next what will happen? The default constructor now it will be executed because IAB1, IAB2 is executed. Now the default constructor. Now the default constructor. Local memory for ABC constructor that will be executed. Now prints me default constructor. Okay, then everything is executed from the constructor, deletes the memory. Then again, now what will happen? Control comes to the main method over there. Then again, I'm creating another object. Okay, so this should be obj2. I wrongly written as obj2. So now creates me one more memory. obj2. obj2. So now as usual, the same things. Okay, what are the non-static members? Two non-static blocks, and then the constructor with one argument because I'm passing over here 10. So what will happen right now for me? IIB1, IIB2, then next what? ABC, and then integer argument, that constructor. All these things will be loaded right now. This one, okay? Because I'm passing 10 as the argument, so that's why this will be loaded. Now, as usual, the local memory for this IAB1, IAB2 will be loaded, and then that will be printing IAB1 and IAB2. IAB1, then IAB2. These two things will be loaded. Then finally, next what will happen right now? So for me, that this constructor which matches with integer argument constructor. Okay. So before that, you see, these two things are loaded right now. Okay, these two things will be loaded right now. Then after that, what? A local memory for the integer argument constructor. Okay. Integer ABC integer A. This construct has been executed. Now what will happen? I'm passing 10 over here now. That will be holding A. Create a variable called A. In that 10 will be stored over there. That's what. Okay. That's what will happen over here. Then next, what will happen? Prints me integer argument constructor. Integer argument constructor. Then next control comes out of the memory. So now what will happen? The memory allocated for that one has been deleted. Then next control comes over here. Then exist main method that will be printed. Then control comes out of the main function. Now what will happen right now? The main memory. Okay, the memory allocated for the main memory has been deleted. Then which are the objects are created from the main memory that is also has been deleted. Then control comes out of the entire program static pool, and then the entire memory which is allocated for that one. Everything will be deleted for me. That's it. Clear? Anyone has any doubts on this one? Sorry. So now everyone understood about these constructors and static block initialization, how it is used and all those things.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you 2 assignments. Okay, you guys please try that one. Okay, then you will have a clear understanding as actually what is constructors, what is non-static, static block, and all those things. Okay, if you want to know more about that one, okay, I've already explained to you that information, that execution of that program already in your one of your class over there. So I'll just give you that video also. Just a second. Okay, the class 10. Okay, the class 10 video is there now. So that one, you have the constructors and then static initiation block and non-static block, initiate block. The same program I've executed. Okay, so I'm going to pass you these 2 programs, constructors and then SAP. Okay, I want you to draw the same diagram what I have done over here now. Draw this one and then see the execution over there. What happens, how it is executed. Okay, this is what your assignment is. As like that you have to do. You have doubt means please refer the class 10 video. There I explain clearly about the execution of this program. Okay. Any doubts on this one? Anyone has any? Okay. Okay, guys. So we'll have today the backup class will be completed for us. Okay. So hereafter we'll have everything over there in our regular session, evening, night, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you.